what we need today is our bolster, thicker pillow, a couple of blocks or books, and then also a blanket if you choose. And you might be doing legs up the wall. So you might want either a chair or a couch, something that you can come up to if you don't have a wall. But if you have your thicker pillow and a couple of blocks or books, we can also use that as well. So go ahead and rest back all the way on to your spine. And bring the hands above the head. Bring the feet out wide on the mat. And then just find a comfortable position here. And we want to be here without any props. So just get as comfortable as you can, finding space in the back of the shoulders, maybe walk the shoulders out a little bit. And then just a couple of times, drawing the belly button into the spine so you can kind of feel the low back gently press against the floor, and then just release. So just pulling that belly button in gently, and then release. A couple of times. And then just soften into that space. If it feels comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. Otherwise, just gently gaze at the ceiling. And as you breathe, just let the muscles start to relax away from the bones. You can feel a little lightness in the fingers and the toes. Maybe making little fists, drawing the toes in and fingers in, and then stretching them out, just to kind of get a little bit of sensation in the hands. And then relax. And let's work our way down the body, drawing, contracting the muscles a little bit. So we're going to start. So we've done the hands already, opening and closing the fists. Let's see if we can just kind of hone in on the arms and just hug the muscles into the bone. And then relax. Whew. Let's go ahead and make a squishy face, a little lemon face. Squish, squish, squish. And then soften. Whew. We're going to contract in the belly and the chest, so in the torso, draw it in. Hugging the ribs to the spine. And relax. Whew. So let's do our thighs now. Hugging the thigh muscles into the bones. You might feel a little contraction in the knees as well. Hug, 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 hug. And then relax. I forgot the booty. Let's do the booty. Hug it in. Hug. And relax. So move to the shin and the calf. And you might get a little contraction through the foot here as well. Hug that space in. It's hard to do it for me without stretching out my toes too, so go ahead and do that if that feels really good. And relax. Go ahead and wave the feet kind of in and out for a moment, just to really get that relaxation settled in. And let's take 3 deep breaths together. So big inhale. And go ahead and sigh it out. 2 more, big deep inhale. And release. And 1 more. And completely let it go. And just find yourself just releasing all of the tension in the body. With each exhale, you can kind of feel the body, you can imagine it sinking into the floor, into the earth just a little bit more. As if you're sitting on like a Tempur-Pedic mattress and the earth is just kind of molding to your body shape. And then drawing your attention to your breath. Maybe at the tip of the nose where you can feel the cooler air entering and the warmer air as it exits on the exhale. Just keeping yourself with that sensation of sinking down on the exhale. Relaxing in the face. Letting the jaw just slightly come a little slack. Parting the teeth. Relaxing the tongue. Letting the eyes relax into their sockets. And just keeping your breath soft. And then when you're ready, you're going to start to find a little movement in the fingers and toes. Maybe rotating through the wrists. You can do the movement of just rocking the feet back and forth, just kind of waking the legs up. And then go ahead and draw the knees into the chest. And just take a couple of breaths here. Maybe rotating through the ankles, making sure that the shoulders remain soft. And then bringing your hands to your knees, so kind of cupping the palm of your hand around the knees, fingertips towards the toes, and just do some circles here with the knees. One direction, and then go ahead and switch to the opposite direction. And then come to pause in the center. And go ahead and bring the soles of the feet down to the ground. So what we're going to do next is we're going to come into half frog. So you might like a blanket for a little bit of padding underneath the knees. And I'm going to switch in a different direction here. But go ahead and roll onto your belly. And then just draw the right leg out so the knee is at a 90-degree angle here. And the foot is underneath the knee. And then you can draw the elbows out, bring the palms of the hands towards the floor, then just rest your forehead on top of the palm or on top of the back of your hand. And then once you get into this position where you feel comfortable, bring your thoughts and your attention to your breath in your belly. And just kind of focus in on the inhale as you press the belly gently into the earth as you inhale. And exhale. The belly just kind of relaxes out. And go ahead and keep doing that. Just focusing in on the belly as you inhale. And exhale. Making sure that your neck feels comfortable, and you always, of course, have the permission from yourself to move anything that feels a little less desirable in the body to something that feels really good. Checking in on your neck to be sure that it feels good. There's no strain. Bringing your attention back to the belly. If you find your mind is wandering. Coming back to the belly breath. Releasing any tension in the legs or the neck with your exhales. So begin to deepen your breath. Maybe letting it find its way all the way past the diaphragm, expanding into the chest. And then slowly go ahead and let your leg rest back behind you. Maybe rock the forehead from side to side a couple of times, just kind of releasing through the neck if you're feeling gentle tension. And then go ahead and bring your palms by your side, and we're going to relax the pubic bone into the ground. And then just go ahead and take a little baby cobra. If you want to, you can come up a little bit higher. Just take a couple of breaths here. And then relax it down. Pressing into the palms again, you're going to draw yourself up into tabletop. And then just take a moment here to find a little bit of organic movement. Whatever feels good. You can sway from side to side, maybe do a couple of cat-cows or big circles in the hips. And then we're going to make our way into child's pose. So if you do have a bolster or a pillow, maybe you like to do a nice supported child's pose. You can always put a blanket underneath your knees for a little extra support. If you find in child's pose that your ankles are a little stiff and sore, you can always put the blanket underneath your ankles too. So find yourself a comfy child's pose and relax it down. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. Letting the shoulders round and just kind of melt around your bolster or pillow if you have one. Or if you're just resting in regular child's pose, just let the breath find its way into the back of the rib cage and see if you can spread the shoulders out that way. Letting the breath soften the body, kind of giving in to the shape, letting the fingertips rest lightly, releasing all holding or tension. Allowing yourself to surrender into the moment. Maybe even bringing something to mind that you could surrender to. Maybe something that causes you a lot of angst, anxiety, stress. How would it feel if you could just let that go? Even if it doesn't seem possible, allow yourself that feeling, that surrender. Begin to find a little bit of movement in fingers and toes. Maybe if you've been resting on one cheek, just turn the other cheek for just a couple of breaths to relax the neck. Or perhaps rocking the forehead gently from side to side. And then when you're ready, palms to the mat, draw yourself back into tabletop position. Set your bolster or pillow off to the side. Grab your blanket again for a little bit of comfort in that left knee. And then go ahead and make your way down to your belly, onto your half frog on the opposite side. So 90-degree angle in the left knee. And just notice if this side feels a little different than the other side, and just see if you can offer it up whatever comfort that you need. And then let the elbows release out, palms towards the mat, resting the forehead down. And if you have a blanket or something that is a little bit softer than your hand, of course, you're always welcome to use that to rest your forehead onto. Do whatever it takes to surrender to being comfortable. And then once you find this relaxed space, see if you can release anything through the shoulders. Just letting them be in a nice neutral space. Need a little extra padding under that right hip. You're always welcome to do something there as well. Add a little padding. And then bring your attention to your belly. Find that belly breath again as you inhale. The belly button is going to press into the floor. Gentle pressure, and then exhale, release. And just see if you can focus your attention in this space. Bringing the breath back to the belly space. Begin to let your breath start to deepen. Again, letting it flow up past the diaphragm into the chest, widen ribs. Find a little movement in the fingertips, and as you do that, let the left leg sink back long against the right. And then drawing the palms towards the chest on either side, go ahead and make your way into a gentle baby cobra, or if you'd like, you can come up a little bit higher, pressing into that pubic bone, letting the shoulders relax down back. Take a couple of breaths here. And then from here, go ahead and draw yourself up and back into a child's pose. And we're not going to stay in this child's pose nearly as long as we did. We're just going to rest here for a few breaths. Stretching through the armpits, keeping the arms out long, maybe resting the forehead to the floor. And just take a couple of deep breaths into the back body. And then on an inhale, drawing yourself kind of up into tabletop. And then go ahead and swing your legs in front of you, dropping a hip. And we're going to take our blanket or towel, and we're going to fold it up just enough so we can come and rest our stay firm on top of it. And we're going to find a little stretch here in our supported bridge. So through the psoas muscles and the hip flexors. So you're just going to rest back on top of this. So it's not underneath your booty all the way, and we're not underneath the low back. It's somewhere in between. And if you find that this is a little bit too much of a stretch, you can always put a couple of blocks underneath your legs for support. And the arms can rest anywhere that you like. You can rest them out wide, or hands on the belly, hands up. You can bring the fingertips all the way up and back, reaching towards the back of the room if you want a little bit deeper stretch. This will also help get into the side body a little bit more. So choose that space for the arms. Relaxing the shoulders back with the exhale. Soften the gaze if the eyes are open, otherwise let the eyelids come together. And find that softness in the face. Relaxing that space in between the eyebrows, softening around the eyes, the cheekbones, let the jaw drop open just a little. And let that tongue relax. Making sure there's no tension in the knees. Letting your attention come towards the breath. Maybe this time noticing the sound as you inhale and exhale. Keep coming back to the breath. Begin to let that breath deepen. Find some gentle movement in the fingers and your toes. And then go ahead and bring the soles of the feet to the mat so the knees are bent. And then just gently press into the soles of the feet, lifting the hips and pulling your blanket or towel out from underneath. And then we're going to move into either legs up the wall or legs on a chair or a couch, whatever you have with you. Or I'm going to go ahead and set up my bolster here. I've got my 2 blocks set on medium height. And then I'm just going to lay my bolster on top. And then what I'd like, if you're using a chair or a couch, is to get close enough to it that your calves are going to be supported. So not just your feet. Go ahead and bring the calves all the way up so you're nice and comfy. And then resting yourself back. Again, finding a space for the arms. Maybe this time we do cactus arms. Maybe find a couple of rotations in the ankles just to add into the relaxation. And then let them soften. And then just resting yourself back. Letting the shoulders rest heavy against the earth. Feeling the hips supported. And really just allow the legs to just let go. Let the support of your bolster or the wall just really take on the weight of the legs. Feeling the belly expand with each inhale and exhale. So you have an option here. You can stay exactly where you are for the remaining of the class. Or if you'd like to set yourself up in a different Shavasana, you are welcome to make any adjustments that you need to do to make that happen. And it might just be as simple as bringing the bolster closer to the floor, putting it underneath your knees. Or adding something underneath your head. And just coming back to that space of breath. Maybe taking a few deeper breaths if you adjusted yourself. Allowing for the body to sink down just a little bit closer to the floor, relaxing in the back of the skull, maybe rocking the head gently from side to side. Softening through the neck and the shoulders. Tracing your spine from the base of the neck all the way to the tailbone. Noticing the support beneath you. Allowing the arms to get heavy. Feeling the weight of your legs against whatever it is they're resting on. And then honing in on the lightness and the fingers and the toes. And then coming back to the breath. And to let the breath draw in the belly deeper. Start to find a little movement in the fingers and the toes. And you can roll to one side, taking a couple of breaths if you like. And then make your way into a seated position. And let's draw our hands to our heart space. Taking a nice deep breath in and gratitude for our practice today. Thank you so much for being here and for your patience as we got started today. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Namaste. Mm-hmm.